Hello, everyone. I've recently learned about this new table card game, Kanoi, thanks to my good friend Voidy, who I may add has a very keen eye on good Web3 projects. As I said, this is a table card game and it utilizes Web3 technologies, and I think those kind of games can put in a good use the blockchain technologies themselves, because you have full ownership of your trading cards. And yeah, as you can see on the screen, they have currently a campaign, Airdrop Campaign, for the Kanoi token, and we'll get to that a bit later. So you can see the website of the game, kanoi.io, and on it there is a menu. Currently, I'm logged in with a brand new account. So I'm able to build a deck, play the game. There is a play guide that is really detailed. If you want to check the game out without even making an account, you can see here how to connect your wallet, about collecting cards, building a deck. What's interesting is, let me see here, the basics. So yokai are the cards that are being played. The ones, let's say, the monster type cards in the table card game. And these are all their abilities, which are quite a lot. And I've played this game for a week now, and there is an open beta, and uh, I'm impressed with the team, what they managed to do, the variety of the cards, the skills. There is not a lot of options to play at the moment because it is a beta and there are some restrictions, but we'll see some gameplay soon as well. So these are the triggers for the abilities. There was a pre-sale for NFT cards, but it is now closed, and new people uh, could take part in the pre-sale, but as the team mentioned, this would be via partnerships and maybe some other events or activities. So for now, as I know, the eligible wallets can mint up to 5 decks. Each deck consists of 5 NFT cards. And you can see here about the rarities of the cards. What else? So let's, there is also a white paper which tells us a bit more information about the game itself, the company that makes the game. It is interesting that they're also really into anime, and they would like to develop Kanoi as an IP, and probably there will be in the future other products from the same team. So there are the NFT cards, there is the Kanoi token, and Zeni is the in-game token. So it is kind of a mix between Web 2 and Web 3 technologies game, and I like those hybrids, let's say, because they take the best from the both worlds, from Web 2 and Web 3. So Zenny is an in-game token that you earn by playing, winning. Actually, we earn at the moment Zenny tokens as well, but we cannot put them into a use at the moment. About the Kanoi token, you can see here the supply, the how it is distributed, and there would be staking in the future when the game officially launches after the beta. And as I said, it utilizes play to earn mechanics. As I understand now, we can pre-mint the decks with ETH, and I should mention this: the game is on the base blockchain, and we're paying now with ETH. But in the future, all the tokens that are going to be used probably will be Kanoi and Zenny. And for future expansions for the cards, as I understood, it would be Kanoi as payment, the Kanoi token, and it will be just used for gas probably. You can see there are different modes currently. For the beta, we have only the casual PvP mode, which actually you will see it's mostly matches you against bots, but you can occasionally be matched against another person, and it's really interesting to test your skills against a player. But yeah, it's also nice to practice against bots. These are the other game modes. Jackpot, as I understand, it is one of the game developers' favorite mode. As I said, there are tournaments and tower PvEs. Yeah, you can see here about the company and that they want to build a world-renowned IP brand, some legal notice and compliance, and yeah, that's like on the high level for the white paper. If you're interested, you can also check the
平安時
story.
代、長い戦乱
It's
の果てに、都は見せか
yeah,
けの平穏の上
it's
に成り立
really
ってい
interesting
た。
to dive deep like into the game itself and into the world of Kanoi. About the airdrop campaign, let's go to the main page. When you visit Kanoi, it loads a bit, and here you can join the airdrop farming campaign. Once you have a account, you need to link your Twitter account if you want to get quest points by doing some likes, retweets on Twitter or X. The NFT quests, you need to have a wallet connected, and these quests will be related to pre-sale packs that were bought, and you will get some points, airdrop points, for the number of decks of packs you bought and the rarity of the cards that you got from after the mint. Yeah, we'll be able to get some points in that, whoever bought those packs. The game quests, these are possible to do even now without even connecting a wallet. So basically, every win grants you experience and a win count. So you're increasing your win counts, and you get 300 points for 5 wins, 600 more points for 10 wins when you reach 10 wins, and so on and so forth to 100 wins. So in total, you get 6,800, 8,400, and 8,700 points you can earn from doing only the game quests. You need to grind up to 100 wins. For the special quests, here you can link your Discord, and as you can see, those quests give like 200 points, or Twitter quests, they give, I think, something like 100 or 100. I think it was 100 points, but there are more quests. When you link your Twitter, and you can see the current leaderboard, and many people have reached 10,000 airdrop points, and this is my main account. Probably I missed 100 somewhere. So yeah, this is about the airdrop. As I said, for now you can link your Twitter, you can link your Discord, and do some matches and get those 100 wins to get 8,700 points, which is quite significant. Basically, you can see people in how many people have reached those. It's like 10 or 13 people have 9,800, and you're basically, if you do all the game quests, you're going to be in top 15 at the moment. So yeah, it's still early. I think the game is not that popular. The team is doing some marketing and partnerships, but I would say not a lot of people know about this game yet, and it has a lot of potential to become something really good. I really enjoyed playing it, and I'll demo a bit. We'll do a few matches. So here you can join the Discord or join X. The battle pass is something that you can buy now or decide if you want to buy later. So it says here ends in 123 days for season 0, which is the open beta. I think it costs about 0.015 ETH. And what you get with the battle pass are cards that will be NFTs, but for now you can use them only if you have the battle pass. You can use them as regular cards. And I found a few of those so far useful, but I haven't unlocked all of them yet. As I said, you need to level up. These are the levels that your character, like your profile, needs to be in order to unlock, for example, this card, Kushina Daime, or whatever how it's pronounced. I have difficulties with Japanese. So yeah, I'm currently, I think, level 6 and legendary 3 rank on my main account, and this is a brand new account. But yeah, you can decide later. We will get some probably announcement when actually the season 0 will end, and by that time you can decide whether or not you want to purchase the battle pass, and you will get all those cards, and you can after the mint of the NFT cards from the packs, these also could be converted into NFT cards. And these cards, which were related to a particular season and that you can earn with the battle pass, those are not going to be available anymore. So once the season closes, if you haven't procured them with the battle pass and converted to NFTs, you can probably buy them from the secondary market. For now, we don't have much information, but I hope that the team uses some probably OpenSea on base. There is one. Maybe they will use OpenSea for their collections of cards. I think it's better than developing their own market for that. And you can buy from the secondary market such cards eventually, if somebody wants to sell them, of course. So what else? The shop, we saw it. It's the battle pass there. The play guide, we just had a glimpse on it, and I'll just when we are building the deck, I'll explain more about the cards that are currently available. And you know what? We can start doing our deck because we already talked about the airdrop and went through the menu of the game. And now you need to first create a new deck before you can actually play the game. So you need to choose a master, and this is kind of like in Hearthstone. Your paladin, for example, or druid or wizard, a character that you want to build a deck with. And if you choose Arya, she has +2 heal skill, and she can heal her hit points, the main character hit points, or she can heal a creature with +2 hit points. The other one is similar to the wizard or the mage in Hearthstone. His ability does +1 damage. I would say that for now, I think this character Ambrose, it's I would say the go-to character to build a deck, because with his ability and in combination with a few cards that give extra spell damage to abilities and monster abilities, you can basically do, I think, the base damage of his ability is 1, but you could increase, I think, with the cards that I have in my main deck, up to 3 damage with 2 monsters, if you play 2 specific monster cards on the deck. So I advise you to start with Ambrose. You can, of course, create a second deck with Arya, but you'll see that this one is much better when you play. So you can give a name of your deck. My start deck, and here I have access only to regular cards, and these are all the regular cards. You can sort them by rarity, mana, attack, life, whatever. And you need to have exactly 20 cards in your deck, so you can actually start a game with that deck. What I usually do is I sort them by mana, and actually try to have like a normal spread of like high cost, low cost, medium cost cards. Why? Because the characters actually in the game start from 3 mana. So, or energy, or the and for example, if you build your deck, I initially started with like a Zerg deck with a lot of low cost cards, and I was not very successful even against bots. Because with 3 mana from the beginning, you can basically in 2-3 turns reach 5-6 mana for the more expensive cards, which are some of them are better. So I'll tell you how I would build my deck, at least for the beginning. So I think this spell was bugged, but you can try to build your deck around a strategy, and the strategy that I used and I currently cannot lose a match against a bot, or I can lose only if I don't pay attention. Although the team did some changes recently, and the bot intelligence is increased, I think, greatly. But anyways, I built my game around 2 cards, and I'll add them first. This is the first one, and these are the stats are not amazing, and it costs like 3 mana, but you have soul exchange. So when this monster is destroyed, you get a new card, which is always a good thing. But the best thing, the best ability or effect that I'm basing my strategy on is this one, mana recharge. After attacking the opponent's life, gain 2 mana. So if you directly attack your opponent and you're able to do at least 1 damage to your opponent, you get 2 mana. And basically, you can first spend 2 mana by using your ability or summoning cards, and then attack with this card, restore 2 mana, and you can potentially play more cards for a turn if you have this card. So I'm adding it to the deck. And there is one more card which is really similar, and I like it even better, by the way. It has the mana recharge, but it has a bit more attack, and it is a bit more sturdy. It has 3 health and 2 attack for the same amount of mana used. So these are the main cards that I base my strategy on. So if I'm starting first, and if I get one of these cards, the game will be over in a few turns. So definitely worth having the 2 of those because of the mana recharge. And as I said, it's almost game over when I get this from the beginning. The other thing, which I mentioned briefly when we selected the character, this Ambrose character, he has an ability that does 1 damage. And you can see a lot of monsters also deal damage. So this is the second thing that I base my deck on. So this is, if this happens, if I get these 2 cards, it's game over. But this could help you really a lot if you have higher ability damage. And the more monsters you have that do damage to the enemy, the better, because I'm going to add those 2 cards which enhance ability and spell damage. And this is this temptation, golden gaze temptation character. And there was a bit more expensive one, this guy here, that has a silence, which is always nice. You can silence taunt, and you can silence some nasty ability that some enemy monster may have, but also it enhances the strength of your ability and the spell for your card abilities. So this is the second important thing. And then let's grab some cards. So this one synergizes good with the ones that give +1 damage to ability damage. Those cards, as you can see, not until maybe 4 or 5 mana cards don't do much damage. All these cards, they don't do much damage. 3, and we have 6 mana for 5 damage here. 5, 5. So I would say those cards that reduce enemy monster attack are also pretty handy. So I'm getting those. And for now, we can, I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but in general, when the game launches, those regular cards, you will be able to select up to 2 of a kind. So I could use 2 Cursed Goblin Lanterns. But for the open beta, you can select only 1 from these cards. You cannot select more than 1. So that's the caveat. But Iron Shield, it's an excellent card. And you get +2 armor, which means that monsters with 2 or less damage, they cannot do damage to you. Only the shield loses durability. And you can basically negate 2 attacks if monsters have low attack. And this is a very good card. And if you put it on a character that has like 3 health, it's quite good. Why a lot of health? Because those ability damages, damage skills that cards do or the character does, they can target directly your health. So if you have 1 health and you put the shield, yeah, monsters cannot do direct damage, but ability damage with just 1 damage can kill the card together with the equipable shield. But it's a good card overall. What else? Those 2 I don't like that much. I like the stealth cards a lot. They have pros and cons, and their abilities, like both in some situations really good and in others not that good. So what stealth means that the monsters, while stealthed, they cannot be targeted. So when the monster attacks, it is revealed and then it can be targeted. But it's not only the enemy that cannot target your monster by skills or direct attacks, and it is also you who cannot target your monster with card effects like buffs. For example, this mushroom here. So when you summon it, it gives +2 attack and +2 HP to another monster. And if this wolf here is stealthed, you cannot target with this, which is really annoying, but it kind of makes sense that it is stealthed even from his fellow comrades on the battlefield. Okay, let's move on. We already added the +1 spell damage. This is another card that I like because it has spell, stealth, and also it has poison. With 2 attack basically and 1 poison damage on the other turn, it means that you can attack a monster, and once you finish your turn, the next turn, if the monster has 3 health, it will be dead. So it's quite handy, and it's only 3 mana, and it has stealth, which is which is good, especially if you play it as a first card, if you don't have these two that give mana recharge. This one, Lantern Cherryfish, I liked it a lot, and it is it has a lot of synergy with this ladybug character here and with this card, but this card is bugged and doesn't work, or it was like that to my latest knowledge. So I'm not going to use this, but in general, if you're second in turn, you get a card for 1 mana crystal, which doesn't cost any mana. And with this ability here, you can pay 2 mana to get a spell card from your deck. So you can select it. And you can basically cast 2 mana, get the 1 mana back from that, cast again the next turn, and you can see here the ladybug. Every time when you cast a spell, you get +2 attack. But this card doesn't do anything, and it is the only spell card in this regular card decks. So if you're not second in turn, and if you don't get this card in your hand, even if you have this card, it's basically it's almost useless. You can also boost the attack of your allies, but I don't like it so much. This fish is with stealth and with 3 attack, which is quite good, and I'll have it. You can also use this card if you go with a lot of beasts. You can see here in the top left corner, this is the type of the monster card. So we have beasts, we have other creatures like undead. So if you prioritize beasts, at some point you can have this card because it will boost greatly the health of your beast of your beasts. Okay, this card I don't like it about the paralyze, and I think secrets don't count as spells, at least for this passive here, spell and power. Let me see if we took the mushroom. Okay, let's take it now. This is one of the core cards. Those cards which are when destroyed, draw a card. As I said, usually the game ends pretty soon, and you don't lose that much cards. And frankly speaking, at some point you may want to sacrifice. You just pray that the enemy puts, like, let's say, a stronger card on the board, so you can sacrifice some of your weaker cards because you get a better one on your deck and you have plenty of mana. Okay, this one you can see undead, and it has the same ability, magic focus. You can draw a spell card from your graveyard, similar to Hearthstone again. There are a lot of similarities with Hearthstone, I may say, and some with Gods Unchained and Magic the Gathering. So yeah, it has really nice bits from everything. So I don't want this card. Let's proceed. This one, it has very low attack. I usually avoid 1 attack cards because it can be easily negated with the lantern, and basically you have a card that doesn't do anything on the field. Okay, I like this one, the Swarm Scout, because at some point you may get the opponent play one of these cards, and you can easily negate it with this one. It's also a beast, so if we have, let's say, 1 spot left at the end, we may add Nature's Vital Grace card as well, but we'll see. I think this card is a must. Basically, for 3 mana, you can summon you can get a monster from your graveyard. So if you lose a nice card because of some unfortunate events, you can get it back with this guy here, and it's pretty good. This okay, we have a spell. We have another spell, but this is quite pricey, and I don't know if it's worth to get the spell card and those two to get it from the graveyard once you use it. Protection aura means you can put a shield against similar like in Hearthstone to protect from the next attack. It doesn't matter how much damage it does the creature. And you can fully heal a target card, but as you can see, most of the cards have 2-3 hit points, and fully heal doesn't make a lot of sense. You're healing for 1 or 2 hit points, and it's the same card that you want to protect, and it may not be the one with the highest HP, in my opinion. Okay, another card, it's a bit pricey, but I include it usually because if you have both these cards on the field and some other nice attacking cards, basically your opponent doesn't have any attack, or monsters with 1 or 2 attack against you, and you can finish them even by not attacking, but with your ability, because if they don't do damage, it's really easy to win as well. That's why I have included it. And also you want some tone cards because at some point your enemy may have advantage, may have more health than you, and if you cannot stop their attacks, if you cannot put cards and keep them on the board, basically it's game over. And the other good thing about these cards is especially is the Dark Blast. So you do 1 damage, and we have 2 cards that we can multiply this damage to 2 or even 3 if you have both this Golden Gaze Temptation and Forest Livesmith. So I like those cards that do damage a lot. Okay, this Ronin I don't like. At the start of each turn, gain +1 attack, and it seems it's only when your turn starts. So you're getting, but it's usually quickly focused and killed, this card. Okay, this one, it's too high in mana in my opinion. Oh, that one is good. It's a bit high in mana, but it has the damage, and it's also stealth. And if you have one other additional monster on the board, once you reveal the monster, for example, you attack with the Triton Duskfin, and you reveal the monster, if you have a second monster on the battlefield, it goes to stealth again, which is quite cool. Okay, we have 4 more cards to pick, and these are the higher mana cards. This one may look good, but it's really situational, and as I said, the biggest advantage is that at the start of your turn, you kill all the monsters with the lowest attack, including yours. So you can wipe the board with this card, but you may not as well. And I think it's not worth the risk. It's 3/3. I don't like it. This guy here has a lot of health, but it's 5 mana. For 5 mana, I would get probably only those 2. This one with the taunt, And we need 3 more cards. With the double attack, when I play against it, I can really easily negate this, and I would oh, this one is good. It's also double attack. You see, it's for 5 mana. But the thing is that with this card, you can choose whether to give it taunt or double attack. So it depends on the situation. You might want to double attack or taunt. And I have used this probably 90% with taunt. Okay, well, how many cards? 2 cards. Okay, so this one is a must. It does 2 damage to all other cards. You may just get away from a very, very difficult situation when your opponent has his board full and you don't have any card, and you get the dragon and you spend 7 mana, and it may kill all the cards, because as you saw, most of them have 2-3 hit points, 1, 2, 3. Very, very rarely you can see. Let me show you live. Okay, let's so more than 2 hit points. There are many cards, yeah, but again, you may put this one that gives +1 ability damage, and then the dragon will do 3 damage instead of 2. And if you have 10 mana, you can do a combo like summon this card with 3 mana and play the dragon for 7. Not many cards have more than 3. You can see like 4 is the maximum. With attack, there are not many with, you can see there a few cards with 5, and then the next is 3. There is not even 4. Yeah, so let's see again. We need 1 more card, and it's a question here. So you may have a card like this with taunt with 4 health, and you may have a lot of monsters on the board, but they may be like weak. They may be weakened by this lantern, and the taunt monster protects the lantern or lanterns, because there is a second one, this reckoning reflection, and you can basically stay and not able to do anything. And the haste ability, I find it good. It will not help me in any situation, but it definitely you can do 5 damage to the enemy that has a total of 20 hit points, which is 1/4 of their health points. So this itself is quite good, and you can kill any monster when you attack it, unless it is protected with a shield, with this aura, like protection aura. So I would go with this. Another option is to use this card if you have many beasts, and we do actually. We have quite a lot of beasts, but I think the problem with this card is that it doesn't have any attack, and it's not a spell card. It stays on the battlefield, and it doesn't attack. It just gives hit points. Yeah, you can prevail with that in most scenarios probably, but this card cannot save your ass if you're in a dire spot. So this is the deck that I advise you to take with the regular cards, and later I'll just quickly jump to the battle pass. The first card is not that good because this monster kills any other monster that does damage to. but it has only 1 hit point, and it dies as soon as you play it. It dies from the special attack from the opponent if it's another player. If it's a bot, they have heal ability, and but it's still with 3 attack you basically kill anything. You don't need the lethal ability. If there were more cards with more hit points, then probably this would be viable. This card I like really a lot because it is like the one we put for 6 mana that had 5 attack and 2 defense. But on top of haste, you have also Phantom Mist, which means if you have another monster, this one goes into, at the end of the turn, into stealth mode and cannot be targeted. And it can do consistent damage, and it's not. It's 3 is a really nice damage. This card is also really nice from the battle pass, and it is the last one I reviewed. The only thing is when you play a card and it has a trigger to buff another card that you have, you cannot buff, as I said, stealthed cards, your own stealthed cards. So if you have a taunt card, you can play this one. It's really nice. You protect the card. And then if you destroy another monster on the field, doesn't matter if it's yours or theirs, you draw a card. This is also really, really nice. And I think this is the only card that has this ability. This one looks really nice, and there are others, but they require higher level, and I haven't been able to play with them. But this one gives +2 attack and HP to another monster when you play it. And then it silences one other monster. That's silence is really good. It negates mostly taunt, or if you have somebody play a card at the beginning that has really high impact, like those that you can recharge your mana. This one, mana recharge. If you play a card with silence, you not only, for example, for this one, you not only negate the draw of a card when this monster dies, you also negate the mana recharge, and it is quite strong and almost every time when I play, I need silence at some point, whether it's going to be for a taunt or for some nasty card, like imagine that somebody makes a deck with trying to buff this guy here, and he has 10 attack. You just silence it, and then it gets back to 2 attack, and that's it. Okay, enough talking. Let's do some playing. Okay, from here you can. Oh, I need to check if I can play in the same window, because I think I shared this tab here or the browser. I don't know, just to make sure. I'll watch the recording after that. I hope it is. No, so the game is now loading, and these are the resources the game uses. The first time you load the game, or if you clean all your browser cache, it will be slow like this. It used to be twice slower, so just a little patience. And yeah, we have some nice music, but I would mute the site because I would like to talk when I play. So this is my starting deck, and let's see. Usually here the image shows of the character that I have selected, but let's see. Let's try to matchmake. How you can differentiate bots versus players. Bots have really nice PFPs and players, they either have some PFP or they don't have, like I do. So this is a bot. I know them by name. Yeah, and this is it's PFP. So it's our turn. When it's my turn, usually you would like to play a card with 3. So now I have 2 good options. Play the one that gives me additional spell damage, or play the one that is tilted and can attack and kill almost anything that the opponent can summon. But I personally prefer to start with the spell damage card, because with your ability you can clean a monster that the opponent places on the board. It is a tilted monster, so next I will do the following. I will reduce its attack so it cannot kill my card here that gives plus spell, and I will attack directly the health of my enemy. So when this becomes 0, you win. So yeah, and I'm ending my turn. Okay, he also reduced my attack. Let's see now. All right, so I can play this one and I can kill the lantern, but next, okay, and it has taunt. Okay, I have 5 spell though, and I would like to do a combo that okay, this is 3, 2. Okay, let's play this guy, and I will kill this one and attack. If this opponent decides to sacrifice the... Okay, I think he played good. And okay, the other good thing when you have this ability to do damage, or a card that does damage, it ignores taunt. I don't know how it was in Hearthstone, but it's useful here, definitely. So, what can I do now? What can I do? So I will play this one and attack the tank, and as you can see, my damage was amplified with additional 1, and I did 2. And I will kill the wolf. Yeah, that's a nasty card. As I said, you can kill any card on the board with that. Okay, so let's finish this guy. And now I have an option to play this 5 directly, because I don't, if I had a card with 2, I would probably play a 2 and a 3, but for a 5, I would like taunt just to be on the safe side. Okay, yeah, I expected that at 7. So he plays the dragon, but because my cards had 3 or more hit points, I survived with all of them. And now, how to kill the dragon? You can... Sorry for that. I may not kill it. I just lower his attack to 1 with this spell, and I can make it 0, and he can stay like that and do nothing. And in the meantime, I can... Okay, I don't have more moves. It's basically taking space and does nothing. And in those cases, I would like to leave the card for the opponent, because basically they have 5 slots in total. You cannot put more than 5 cards. and this basically is wasting a slot for them. 8 points. I'm going to sacrifice this one. I'll use the mushroom to show you how it gives a really nice +2/+2 buff to another card, and I finish the opponent. So 100 experience, and until we reach level 2 it's 1000, so it's basically 10 wins. But for the third level, I don't know, it's progressing, like you need to reach 3000 BP. So you need to earn 20 more games, and for the next level it's more and more and more. That's why I was telling you that for the battle pass it may be okay. I cannot go to home. It may take a while to grind those levels for your profile and to be able to claim the cards. By the way, I didn't mention, but even if you don't have a battle pass, you still have rewards at level 3, 5, or it was 2, 4, 6, like the odd or the even ones, I forgot. You get the in-game token, some amount that you can use later. Well, if it's like that for some time, probably the matchmaking didn't work. As I said, it's a beta, and what I do is usually refresh. Okay, it will load the game, this time quicker. And I again select the casual mode and start the game. It would be interesting if I'm matched against another player. At the moment, like there is a difference with Hearthstone in terms when you don't have any more cards on the deck to draw. So in Hearthstone, you get, I think it was called fatigue, and your health starts draining. But here it's like nothing happens. You cannot draw cards, that's it. And there are possibilities for stalemate, just so you know. Okay, let me see. He played a stealth card, and I will play stealth card as well for 3 mana. If he attacks, I will kill him with my ability. So, or even not. Okay, let's do it with. Well, let's see. Okay, with my ability, and for 2. I can play this one and attack with this guy, or I can use my mana and play a card with 3, but I don't have a lot of those, so let's do the following. Reduce attack with the poison, and in the beginning of his turn he will be dead. And yeah. Oh, this is the shield. So he can basically attack any of my monsters without taking damage, but he takes damage directly to health from abilities and monster spells. So I got him. Okay, 3. I don't want to play this card because I may need it. I'll play this stealthed monster, and let's start to chip the damage, the health of the opponent. This card does poison damage. It has 5/4 nice stats, but it's 6 mana, and that's why I don't like it. And this is how you basically make it useless. Actually, it's not useless because it does the poison damage if the card attacks a monster. So it may not do damage because it's 0 attack, but it will do the poison from the next turn. This is how it works. Okay, I have 3, but my board is full. I will just see if I have cards to attack with, and I'll use my spell, and this card will be ignored. Okay. Yeah, that was expected. Okay, let's get rid of this one. And yeah, you should always expect that at 7 when the opponent reaches 7 mana. Okay, no, what to do? Well, kill the dragon. I have a dragon for myself, but okay, let's do some damage. I think I can kill him, and if he attacks, he will sacrifice one of these. Okay, and he should die actually next turn because he will lose when it's his turn, because he'll lose the 2/2 and he will become with 2/0 stats and die. Okay. Nice plate. But this card, as you can see, gave all of those beasts +2 health. And now, what to do? I can try to destroy this one with the dragon and my ability. And I think everything will be dead. I'll return the favor. Maybe except this one, okay. And he played a secret. Currently there is only one secret. When you attack with the next minion, you will directly have it paralyzed, so it will not do anything for a certain amount of turns. Okay, let me bring the fish and this taunt unit, and I'll wait for now. There is not much point on attacking it now because I will not be able to kill it. But and it will kill me, and I don't know if I would trigger the secret. But I'm curious to try actually if the secret will be triggered. No, so your unit needs to survive the attack, and if it survives, then it's paralyzed for 3 turns. Okay, nice to know that. Okay, so we're almost even in health. Okay, let's play this one and kill this. Return 2 mana. I get paralyzed with this, but it has 1 attack anyways. 2, 3, and also very nice. It does damage. Okay. 4. Let's play it like this and have taunt just in case, because I don't know if he has other cards that can do anything. Maybe if he has this card, yeah, and pulls the dragon from the graveyard, maybe, but not likely. Let me see here what I can take. I'll take this guy. And now I can just probably, okay, I cannot even sacrifice anything. Okay, this guy is dead soon. Not now. but soon. Okay, that's game over. It's pretty easy against bots, but I may say my first 10 games, maybe I won only 1 or 2 games against the bots. It was really frustrating until I see how they play and adjust a bit my deck. And I also saw some nice ideas from other players that I got matched to play against. And okay, this is going to be the last game. And also not to mention that I tried to to win with that character with the heal, with 2 heal, and you can see it heals 2 hit points, but it's basically useless. So we have one of the ideal scenarios. We play the fish with the mana recharge. Great. And you know it's a bot because they play a card that returns a card from your graveyard, and then they play their mana card to heal something that is already on full health. And from now on, it's basically loss for him. Okay, so either I play this one, I attack, and I have 4. I'll just overwhelm him. I try to kill him as fast as possible. Okay. So 5, 5, 5, 5. I need to do damage to the lantern, and with my spell, it negates the minus attack. And okay, with these ones, I will definitely attack. And for 5, I'll summon the tank with the taunt, and it has a decent 3 attack, which is nice. And for 6, I need this guy. And let's see how much damage we'll do. We got the mana back, and we basically kill him. And it's on 6 mana. More or less, this is how the game develops when you have the mana recharge when you're first and you play your first monster with mana recharge. Okay, let's go to the home page, and that's the game. That's the beta, and we're still looking forward to other increments that the team will do. I'm personally looking forward to the mint of decks, and I would like to get some nice cards. I have bought 5 decks, and I'll continue grinding. It's really, I don't know, there is quite a lot of time for your turn, and I can do even something else in parallel while playing the game, especially against bot. And even if I miss a turn, I I already have enough experience to be able to win against the bot at least. And that would be all, I think. Thank you for watching, and I hope it was useful. It was a request to record some content from the community, and I hope you all like it. And if you like it, I can do some more videos when we have more content, maybe more modes, when we get the NFT packs or some tournament. I don't know. We are looking forward to more announcements from the team. Thank you once again, and have a nice one. Bye.